What's up, guys? Back with another movie review. Today I'm talking about Pokemon the movie I Choose You. I cannot even explain how excited I was to see this movie. I drove a couple hours to see it at the theater when it opened, and so I'm biased right off the bat. There was very little this movie could do. As long as it was just a fun Pokemon movie, I was going to be super happy. This kind of takes us back to the very beginning. It's Ash's 10th birthday, and he's about to, go pick his starter Pokemon and embark on his adventure to become the greatest Pokemon master of all time. And of course, he oversleeps because he's too excited to sleep. And so he ends up missing out on the 3 starter Pokemon, and all Professor Oak has left is a troublesome Pikachu who won't even go back into his Pokeball and shocks Ash at every opportunity. It starts off pretty much the same, as the classic origin story. It does make some changes though as time goes on. Ho-Oh is the legendary Pokemon that he sees up in the sky, and it drops a feather down. It's this mystical glowing rainbow feather, and that proves to be a huge plot point later on. But the movie pretty much follows the same ground, as we're used to. It's Ash and Pikachu developing their bond. They continue on their journey, to become Pokemon masters, and a lot of it plays into going to meet Ho-Oh and dealing with a rival Pokemon master, making new friends, all that kind of stuff. I love this movie. I thought it was super fun. By no means is it some kind of cinema classic or some kind of, deep, narrative experience, but it was a really fun movie. I know a lot of people didn't like some of the changes that were made to the origin story. I thought it worked. I didn't want to see an exact retread, of the original origin story. There's a lot of story packed in here as well. Like, a lot of stuff happens. It definitely feels like a movie. It doesn't feel like an extended introduction to a new series or just something to get you interested in Pokemon. It definitely feels like a full-fledged narrative packed in here. A lot happens. It doesn't feel super rushed, but there are times that, like, some stuff doesn't get the amount of time that maybe it deserves. Like, some of the Pokemon evolutions kind of happen kind of rapid fire. So not a lot of time is taken to show, like, the development of, like, their relationship with Ash and why they're able to evolve so quickly. I know that sounds like I'm nitpicking, and it kind of is, because that's the only thing I could really find wrong with this movie. It was just super, super fun. It definitely feels like classic Pokemon. I loved seeing, like, all the different kind of Pokemon in this. There is a ton of different kinds of Pokemon in it. There's some really fun battle scenes, and the finale is, like, epic. If you're a Pokemon fan, you should just absolutely love the finale. It's super awesome. It's just this epic battle. I really like this one. I loved the animation. I thought it was so cool to see, like, the improved character designs, but they were still, like, super faithful to what you'd expect from Pokemon. They just had, like, a polished, that's pretty much how I would describe it, like a more polished look to it. So I love the animation. I love the visuals. I thought the story was good. Again, they packed a lot of stuff in there, but it all made sense, and it all, played out pretty well. I really don't have anything bad to say about the movie. It was pretty much exactly what I wanted out of a Pokemon movie, and so, I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if it sounds like I'm being, like, super biased for it, but it did everything I wanted it to do. And again, it's a Pokemon movie, so don't expect, just crazy character depth or emotional depth, but there are some parts of the movie that do require a little bit more emotion, and the movie takes, enough time to make those moments work, and, that's something that can't be said for some of the other movies I've seen recently. So if you're a Pokemon fan, I think you will absolutely love this movie. Even if you're, like, a newcomer to Pokemon, you won't feel lost, because this, again, takes you back to the origins. And it does kind of throw a lot of stuff out there, and people that are familiar with the material will definitely get more out of it, but I think that it's definitely more than accessible to people who don't have a lot of knowledge about Pokemon or are completely new to the franchise. So that's Pokemon the movie I Choose You. I loved it. But, like, I felt like a little kid when I went in to see it, so I was, like, super happy and just had a lot of fun watching it. I also did a full write-up of the movie on markfusion.com, and then there are, like, hundreds and hundreds of other reviews there. New ones every single day, 7 days a week. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at markfusion. You can go to my Patreon to get exclusive content, but the best way you can help me out, like I always say, is just hit that sub button. Easy, free, quick. And it's a huge way to help me out. Every single sub matters, especially with YouTube's weird monetization policies lately. So thank you so much for watching this video, and sorry if I was, like, fanboy gushy. I try not to do that in these videos, but I just really love this movie. It was super fun, and I think anybody who has even the slightest interest in Pokemon will have a really good time with this one. So thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you soon.